Welcome back. Today we are going to talk about the pros and cons of moving at 70 years old.
Yes, about 3.5 months ago, we moved from a house that we had been in for 35 years. We were very comfortable, and we moved to this older home that is close to you guys. And so I'll tell you about the pros about living here. The first thing, the main thing, is it really revitalized me. It stimulates me every day, working in the yard, having something to do to get the house in order, and just new surroundings. Just going for a walk on the street, it's really fun, and meeting all the new neighbors, that's been a really great thing too. So it's mentally stimulating, physically stimulating. I get way more exercise than I did in the old house. Yeah, it was pretty stagnant over there at the time.
And I think it was stagnant because you said you lived there for 35 years. So it was kind of a situation where you guys were in your routines.
Right.
And you did the same thing. And it's after 35 years, it's kind of crazy to then be thrown into a totally different atmosphere, meeting new people. It's kind of fun to change things up sometimes. Yeah. I mean, that's why people go on vacations and
different surroundings. It's really fun. I don't feel like I'm rushed in any way. I take my time to get things accomplished slowly when I feel like it. So we're still getting things in order, but I have no pressure on me. I'm not doing it like really crazy. I'm just taking my time.
Because it's been a few months since you moved.
Yes.
Being retired, you can kind of, make it enjoyable.
And I find I'm finally slowing down. I was pretty busy at the first few months and couple months, whatever. And then, so I find myself now, I've actually taken a day where I just sat there and did hardly anything, just a day to refresh and revitalize. And yeah, it was really, felt good. And I thought, okay, now back to the swing of it.
Back to work.
Yeah.
I feel we got to mention too, when you mentioned that first pro, you said the yard, because in your previous home, you had a very small yard. It was all concrete, more of a patio. And here you have a beautiful backyard, flowers and trees, and you've always wanted that.
Oh, I know.
I just see you flourishing with all those projects. And that's probably why you said you're getting more exercise, because you're out there pulling weeds and gardening and so many things.
Yeah, I can almost squat now. I bend over to pull weeds and
you get down, you can get back up.
I can. I'm starting to be able to do that. Almost squat for a minute or so, and then I have to stand up. But I can feel myself getting stronger since I've been doing the gardening. The pro of moving into this house is I'm reassessing all of my belongings, and I've really downsized, and I still, every day, I look through stuff and I have a pile to get rid of things that I thought I wouldn't get rid of because there's no place for it, and I'm actually not using it. Things I'm not using, I'm starting to get rid of. I used to keep a lot more just in case things, and now they're all going. And I still have things up in the closets that we just put there, and I have no idea what's in there. So I will go through continually. It'll probably take a year to comfortably go through everything I have to get rid of.
Especially taking your time and kind of, I think when you move into any new house, no matter your age, there's a lot of things that are going to be moved around, because as you live there, you realize, oh, this is actually better suited in this closet or over here. So there's going to be a little bit of that going on for, a few years until you really have everything set up.
And I can look in a closet now in the hall. I can look there and just go, oh, this has to change. So I'm thinking things before I start pulling everything out, putting it back. I'm thinking, and sometimes I'll slowly move one thing to the garage or into another cabinet. But I'm going to go through that again because it's still not perfect for me.
This portion of today's video is sponsored by Here.com. I know a lot of us once in a while have caught ourselves saying, seems like everyone is mumbling, but what if the problem isn't that everyone is mumbling? I recently learned something that honestly surprised me. A 2025 study published in JAMA Neurology found that people who addressed hearing changes before the age of 70 had a 61% lower risk of developing dementia dementia. That's just what the study found. But what really stood out to me is that the average person waits 7 to 10 years before doing anything about hearing changes. And that's why I wanted to share Hear.com and their new Horizon IX hearing aids. These aren't the bulky hearing aids people picture. They're actually incredibly small, smaller than an AirPod, and virtually disappear behind or in your ear. What really makes them different is that the Horizon IX is the world's first dual processing hearing aid. It has 2 German-engineered AI-powered processors. One focuses on speech, while the other filters out background noise in real time. That means warm, natural sound and incredible speech clarity, even in noisy places like restaurants or family gatherings. They're also rechargeable, Bluetooth enabled, and you can even control them right from your smartphone. Over 670,000 people are already using Hear.com hearing aids, including customers like Mark, who said he didn't realize how much he had been missing until he could hear music clearly again. The best way to research them is to actually try them yourself. So if you're over 55 and you've noticed hearing changes, or maybe someone you love has, see if you qualify for a personalized 45-day no-risk trial by visiting the link in my description. It could make a much bigger difference than you realize.
And I see you and Dad, I see you both buying less backup, stock up things.
Oh, yeah.
For instance, before you had a lot of, let's just say, Band-Aids or whatever it is, kind of something you would use, but you would maybe buy in bulk.
Yeah.
And now I see, I don't know if it's your age or moving or what it is, but I see you both buying less of that sort of stuff and just going out when you need it and getting it.
And I do shopping online in the morning once in a while, or late at night. I think because my brain's not functioning all the way. So I just, for some reason, I thought, oh, I want to look at a new bedspread. So I was on Wayfair looking at bedspreads. And for some reason, one was only $24 and the other one was like $100. So I ordered both. I don't know why I did that, but I got the first one in, the $24 one, and I put it on the bed. This isn't it. So I'll show you later. But it was really pretty. I thought, heck. So the next one came in. I thought, I don't even want to open it. I'm just going to return it. And I would have never done that before. I would have kept it and put it up somewhere, and I would have used it, but I don't need it. And I don't have the space for an extra bedspread. And it's the lightweight little quilted one, like the one I have now. But so just
positive change.
I know it's a change.
Yes, I love it.
With this move I'm 70, Carl's 82, we are able to do this because we had savings. I wouldn't have done this 10 years ago, probably, because I wasn't really sure how much fishing was going to be going on and traveling and all that expenses. And we have enough savings for that, but we were able to do it financially to move into this house thing.
Making sure you had enough.
Yeah,
and
right.
You could do the calculation the rest of your lives, even if you want to be 120 or something.
Right.
You can
Just
calculate.
Yes, right.
And know you can do it.
Yeah, so that was a big part of this too. And it was kind of a swap. Same, it was a lateral move, but there were quite a few expenses, of course, commissions and all the expenses that go with selling and buying a house. But we had enough for it.
Sure.
Actually, it was a pro that we were able to do this.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Okay, so the main bonus for the whole thing is being really close to the kids. Yay, the kids and the grandkids.
We're in walking distance now.
And they're always over here and I'm over there and Carl's over there. We just go back and forth, and it's so nice. And in fact, he was saying yesterday or something, he goes, I miss the kids coming over before school, because Emmett would always come over for pancakes, and
it's summer now.
And summer, it's summer now. So he said, I miss the noise of the kids in the schoolyard and all this stuff, and all the activities that go on a daily basis
around this neighborhood.
Right, you get used to the noise, the fire engines, the trains, all this stuff. So,
and that's a pro. Some people that might be a con.
Yeah.
It's a pro.
Yeah.
Because we live in walking distance now, and it's weird because we lived in the same town before you guys moved. We were really close, maybe a
3 miles.
3-minute drive, a 4-minute drive.
Yeah.
Very close. But what's weird is just that little drive stopped us from going there often.
Yes.
Now the fact that we can just walk over and say, oh, hey, here's some milk that you've run out of, or just walk over and talk for 5 minutes and then walk back. I mean, it's so nice. I never realized how nice that is. And
maybe that's an old way of thinking, but it's kind of fun. I think it'd be great if our whole family, extended family, lived on the same
I know.
block. It would be so fun.
Yeah, because we had them over, and it's just nice to get together with family. You realize that the older you get, yeah, you don't. Fun. When you're young, you just go, "I'm going to move away. I'm never going to see you guys again. I'm out of here. I'm going to go live in another country." But no, when you get older and you have your kids, it's fun to be together. I sleep way better in this house for some reason. I sleep now, I get up maybe once during the night, and I was having a real problem with sleeping. So this has been a real benefit. I don't know what it is, if I'm more worn out, but I just feel my sinuses, everything's better here. So the change has been a real positive for me.
Maybe just the location, maybe where you were, you were a little more in the mountains, up a hill. So maybe there were more plants, sinuses, maybe it was more allergies or whatever. And I know in this room, these curtains just black it out completely.
It's perfect. Yeah.
Window treatments. And so who knows?
I know. I go to sleep and probably within a minute, I'm gone. And I have not been using my CPAP. That's the other thing. I'm fine without it as far as I'm concerned.
You're sleeping now.
I'm sleeping. Yes. And that was the whole point of it, was to be able to sleep. So I'm sleeping. I'm fine. The con of moving when you're 70 years old is that I don't have the strength that I had at 60, and I can feel it. I used to be able to lift things and do a lot of stuff, go 10 years ago. But now I feel myself slowing down. But luckily we have you guys. And same with Dad. He's also slowing down. He can't lift things the way, we aren't as strong as we were 10 years ago. So that's the con of moving when you're 70. You have to have more people available to help you.
And it takes longer, like you said, to get your house in order because you just don't have the energy. I know you want to take your time also, but I do see where let's rewind, when you were 60, you would have been, this here, jump up, going fast and all this, because you are a very, I don't want to say type A personality, but you're a very go personality. And I can definitely see from 60 to 70, you've mellowed a lot. And now you say, okay, I'm going to do one thing today.
Yeah. We could have done this at 60, but mentally we weren't there.
Yeah, you weren't ready.
Yeah, no. Who'd have thought 10 years ago that even you guys would be living up here and we would move? I mean, I would have never guessed it. It was not a plan. It just happened. Everything just happened, and that's
fell into order.
Yeah, it did. Right.
Meant to be is what I say.
Meant to be. The other con about moving once you're 70 is that it's taking us a lot longer to adjust to finding things. We're putting things away and we have no idea. Do you know where that is? Do you know where this is? No, we have no idea. So we have to do the scavenger hunt search every time we want to find something. And I go, let's see, logically, where would I have put that? So anyways, that's fine.
And that might be with any move, but I know even I'm in my 40s, you tend to just you just tend to forget things also. Right. I think that's it. Also, as you get older, you just you walk into a room and you're like, why am I here?
Yes. Yes. We all do that.
Some of that going on.
We all do that a lot. Yeah. There's a cost to moving, even if you do a lateral move, there's still a cost. So that's a con, but if you're prepared, then it works out.
And I said to mention that because I think a lot of people think downsizing is going to save you tons of money. And in certain areas, that is probably true.
Yeah.
If you had gone from, let's say, we live in Southern California. If you had gone from Southern California to maybe Missouri, then you probably would have found a home that was way cheaper. And then, yes, that downsizing would have made you money, made you money.
Yeah.
But where we live, and because you wanted to live near us, it was, like you said, a lateral move. And so it actually ended up costing you money. Because a lot of people have asked this question.
Right.
And you sold your house and bought this house for just about the same exact price. I mean, give and take a little bit.
Yeah.
And then you had all the closing costs and the cost of the movers and all of that. So it actually ended up costing you money.
Yes.
And at this age, really realistically having a smaller home, and you might save a little bit on insurance, you might save a little bit on air conditioning and heating for your home, but not really.
Yeah.
Not because of your age. You're not going to save that much.
We went from about 2,000 square feet home to a 1,500 square foot home, but we doubled in yard.
The last con that I actually added to your list, because it's not really a con for you guys, because I think you like fixing it up. But when you move into a new property, you guys moved here, there were a lot of fixes that needed to happen.
Yes.
Even though the kitchen had been redone and a few things had been painted and all that. But realistically, you've had to fix a lot of stuff up.
Yeah. It make things fit us better. Yeah. Change things, shelves.
Your style.
Yeah.
And add shelving to closets and redo the garage.
And that'll be going on for years, I think. We'll slowly do one project at a time.
Just tiny things.
Yes, not big.
I put it under the cons because some people might not want to do that when they move. And so you would want to pick a home that maybe doesn't need any fixing up. I think you actually enjoy fixing things up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I've noticed.
I enjoy having Grant fix things up. And you.
Yeah, it's fun.
So there is definitely more pros than cons. That's what I see.
Yes, I think it's been just such an amazing change.
I know.
At least for us, we just love having you guys so close, and it's been super fun to
Same here.
Get this house in order. And yeah, I hope this was an interesting video to just point these things out. If you're new here, you can hit the subscribe button to join our channel, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Bye-bye.